am Adebusola, and the three of us, we are representing a community called EWOG, Exciting World of Geology. And we are here with the good news. Yes, we are here with the good news, and we would like to share this good news with every one of you. And first of all, I would like to thank the organizer of this program, DoTheDream Youth Development Initiative. Thank you very much, sir, for this opportunity. I would like to thank the management of this school. Thanks for hosting us. I also want to thank the Office of the SDG in Lagos State. Thank you very much. And on behalf of the community, we say a big thank you to every one of you seated today. I want you to clap for yourself for being present today. All right, so this outreach is actually anchored by EWOG. So we are trying to go to schools. And what do we want to do? We want to sensitize the public. We want to educate the students, individuals that don't know about geology before. And even before I start talking, how many of us have heard about geology? You know, you've heard of it somewhere before, or maybe you have a brother that's studying geology, or like a sister that's studying geology. Alright, so can you just come up and tell us what you do about geology? Just say, alright, please come forward. Thank you.
Okay, geology. I think there are two different words. Geo and logos.
Okay.
The geo means the description of the earth, and the logos means the story. So I think it's the story of the earth.
All right. Please start for a round of applause. Yeah. So geology was coined from two words, geo and logos. So geo means earth, actually. The logos is the study. So what we do as geologists or geoscientists, so to say, is we study the earth. And before we go into geology, before I talk about this exciting world of geology, I'm sure that every one of us have aspirations, we have dreams. And this question is actually a very important question that we need to ask ourselves. What do you want out of life? As a young girl, as a young boy, what do you want out of life? What are the things that you hope to achieve? Where do you see yourself in the future? And I think this is one of the most important stages in an individual's life. And you start asking your question. You start asking this question when you are growing up, because you actually want to plan your future and you want to know, you want to have a better life for yourself. So you ask yourself these questions: what are my dreams? What are my aspirations? What do I hope to become in life? And that particular stage that you are planning your career. Because once you have decided that this is what I want to become, this is what I hope to achieve, that particular moment. Okay, so what you want to become in future. I'm sure some of us will say, I want to become a medical doctor. Somebody will say, I want to become an architect. I want to become an engineer and all of that. I'm sure. Growing up, most of us were like, I want to become a medical doctor. I think I'm like the only person among my friends then that didn't want to become a medical doctor. And this is why. Because I don't like the sight of blood. And I know as a doctor, I'll be seeing plenty blood. So that it won't be a situation whereby they will call the doctor to come and attend to a patient. And I see blood and I faint. And the patient is not attended to. So right from start, I really didn't believe that I could be able to become a doctor and all of that. So and this your career, this your dream, this your aspiration. There are certain steps. The processes involved before you can achieve what you hope to achieve, right? So I actually like the fact that we are we're celebrating women and girls in science, and this particular field, this particular career that I'm talking about, geology, is kind of saturated with men, and we need more women in geoscience. And that is why I said I brought the good news to you. So, do you love science? I'm sure the guest speaker that took us the lecture on agriculture And even while the principal was talking, I heard him say that we have more women in science, well, more girls in science in this school. And that kind of gave me an assurance that, okay, I think we are here for a good cause. I'm sure you love science. Who actually likes science here? Okay, 80% of the. All right, thank you. Do you enjoy traveling? Yes. No motion sickness. You people don't used to have motion sickness. You enjoy traveling. Do you like to think outside the box? You don't like thinking out. Who said no? Do you like thinking outside? Okay, so what I meant by that is that, are you always curious? Me, I'm very curious. I'm always curious. When I see things, I ask questions. How did this come to be? How were you able to do this? So if you are a curious person, I think we are in a good place. And do you care about your environment? And I think that's one of the major things we are trying to achieve with our SDG goals. All right, so if you are a very curious person, have you ever wondered where your jewelries and your earrings, your diamonds, where they come from? You are sure that you are aware of where they come from? Can someone just stand up and tell me? I want someone that is bold enough. Very sure, very sure. Please. You guys are called yes. You're not wrong. But is your diamond gotten from your... Okay, so have you ever wondered how islands form? You know, who knows an island here? An island is a body of water surrounded by land. So have you ever wondered that how did a body of water exist within and is surrounded by water? Something that is surrounded by water. So he's saying that water was there before, then land came in later, right? So have you ever wondered where your drinking water, your mineral resources, and all the things that we use to power our energy comes from? Have you ever heard about the theory of dinosaurs? I'm sure every one of us watched Jurassic Park. We watched that movie, right? So have you ever wondered where all these dinosaurs go? Why we don't have it yesterday? I like this. So these are the things, these are questions that we ask in our day-to-day activities. We are always curious. We ask questions. How did this happen? What made this not to happen? Do you understand? And these are things that we do as geoscientists. So in the beginning of the talk, I said, if we've heard about geology before, and someone gave us a definition of geology. So what we geologists do, or what geology is all about, is the study of the earth. So what we study is the earth that we are living in, the earth that you and I are both living in, or on rather. Geologists will say we are living on the earth. So what we are living on is what we study. And we study the composition of the earth, how the earth was formed. There are a lot of theories, and I'm sure I don't want to bore you with that. But we believe that the earth was formed through a particular means, and the structure of the earth, the processes, and the history of the earth. Do you know that? Okay, let me ask this question. Who can guess the age of the earth? The age of the earth. The earth has a age. The age of the earth. Okay, so let me help you. So the earth that we live is currently over 4.6 billion years old. And I'm sure you would like to ask, how did we know that? So what geologists do is, so there are a lot of principles that govern what we do in geology. So what geology use is studying things that are happening at the present moment to know the things that has happened in the past. And there were a lot of studies that was done, and everybody now, okay, this person did his own study, different aspects did their own study, and we all concluded that, oh really, the earth is over 4.6 billion years old. And you know that everybody has an element of geology in their house. Even as we are here today, the jewelries I'm wearing is for something that we study in geology. It's part of the mineral resources, the materials that came out of the earth. Your pot at home, your ceramics, different things that we have. Your TV, some elements inside your television came from some precious metals. that we have in the earth. So geology is everywhere, and with geologists, we believe that we can solve all the problems in the world. We are certain. All right, so another thing is that, so this is actually showing us an animation of how geologists came to play. So now we all know that petroleum, crude oil, is a natural resource that we got from the earth. But do you know the process that this crude oil in its natural state has gone through before we now have it in our filling stations that we sell to people to put in their cars and their generators at home? It has gone through a lot of process, right from the part that it was brought out from the ground to the refinery where it was processed. And during the stage of processing, there are a lot of things that we even got from that crude oil, from that oil, before we now have our petroleum. So it's not only petroleum that we are getting from the oil or the crude oil that we got from the source of it. There are other things too that was extracted from it. So this field of geology that we are talking about, we have various branches. It's not even limited. Like, we have various branches, and even as people are coming into this field, we have other fields that are even unveiling, like other disciplines, other branches, under geology that we are even like unveiling. And we have geophysics. I saw somebody was excited about saying geophysics. But she wants to become, oh really? That's nice. So we have geophysics, we have geomorphology, we have geodesy, we have geography, we have astronomy, we have different fields. Like these are professions. These are professions in geology. We have a petroleum geologist, like I said, the people that are inclined with our oil and gas, they do everything for us. The geophysicists. The geophysicists are the people that apply the principles of physics to study the earth. The mineralogists, they are the ones that study our minerals. So the minerals that we have in the earth, we have thousands of minerals in the earth. We have our quartz and topaz, different minerals in the earth. These are the people that study them, and they try to see what we can make these minerals to become. They are the ones that think deep. Oh, really? This is a shiny material. What can we use this thing to form? What can we convert? What can we extract from this? So this mineralogy, this is their work. We have the hydrogeologists. Who from the word hydro, who can tell me what's water? Yes, so the hydrogeologists are the ones that they study, more like they study the water, the earth's water. So they are the ones that tell you that, oh, this is what I safe to use. It's not safe to use. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So we have seismologists. Okay, so has anybody heard about earthquakes? So the seismologists, they are the ones that study these earthquakes. So in geology, we believe that seismic events, don't worry about seismic, don't worry. There are some events that are happening that is shaping our earth. So the earth has not finished forming, it's still forming. It's a continuous process. So we believe that there are some events that are actually happening and they are shaping our earth. And as a result of that, some activities are happening. So these seismologists, what they do, they study some of these activities and they check the intensity of some of the events that are happening to know whether this can lead to like an earthquake. So they are the ones that study ahead to know if we will have an earthquake in a region or not. So another thing we have is mining geologists. We know some of us know about mining, the people that mine, quarrying, and all of that. We have volcanologists, environmental geologists, we have engineering geologists. We have an engineering geologist, or a colleague of mine too is an engineering geologist. So we have sedimentologists, we have paleontologists, we have petrologists. Petrologists are the ones that study rocks alone. So we know that we have three major types of rock, right? Who can mention the three major types of rock that we have? Oh yeah, echo it. Be sure of yourself. Echo it. Thank you. Perfect. So these are the people that study the rocks alone. They are the ones that study the rocks alone. We have paleontologists. Paleontologists are the people that study fossils. So fossils, this is where this dinosaur part now came in. So they're the ones that, okay, this these things that we've been hearing about dinosaurs, they're actually true. There was a time that these animals, they existed. So we got to know that through the study that the paleontologists they did. So I already explained what each of these fields. So okay, so briefly, let me talk about where our oil comes from. Has anybody wondered where the oil comes from? Do you think the earth just has the oil, just came like that? Have you ever wondered? Have you ever wondered? Okay, so then I'm not going to be going in depth, but I just want to let you know that the oil was just not there. So the oil was formed during a process. So when we said something about dinosaurs, so we believe that there's a particular period in Earth, you and I, we were not there, where some of these animals, some of these species, they existed. But after a long period of time, when these species, these animals, when they died, they got buried. It's just like the same way where we dump our refuse. You know, if you dump it, you keep on piling them up. Over the years, let's say maybe over some months, you go back there, you will not see the bottle that you dropped there like 3 months ago. Is it possible? Probably it has changed to something that you don't know. So these are the things that actually contribute to the formation of our oil that we have in the subsurface. So these dead plants and animals, they got deposited, they got kept in a particular place, and over the years, they decayed. And when they decay, the oil from their body. So there's a thing that they form, which I will not be mentioning. So they got decayed, and over the years, they form our crude oil, which is very, very beneficial to what we do today. So briefly, I would just like to talk on some few SDGs that are linked to what we do. So number 1, no poverty. The reason why I feel like this is actually very important is because personally, I even feel like all the SDG goals align with what we do in geology, because everything is trying to make the world a better place, right, to live in, so that the earth will not just go one day and all of us are nowhere to be found. So we are all trying to make the world a better place and all of that. And really, geology is the study of the earth. So what are we not saying here? Everything aligns with each other. So number 1, no poverty. Like I said, this field that we are in is kind of saturated. We need more women in geoscience. We need more women to be interested in geology, because I believe, and there's a saying that says, when you train a woman, you train a nation. So we want to bring more women into our field. We want to bring more women into our field. And I'm so excited that I already have someone that is aspiring to be a geophysicist. So really, we need more people like you, because I can share you personal experiences that I had when I first got admission to school, and the first day that we went for registration. So I sat down, a couple of guys sat down by the side, and I was like the only girl, and I didn't know who to go and meet. And few minutes later, I walked up to the guys and I was like, okay, so how do we go about the registration? You know, I'm just new, I don't know. They're like, what department are you? I said geology. They're like, I don't believe that I will see a girl in geology. I'm like, wow. So you can imagine that kind of mentality. So we need more women, and I can tell you, we were 80 something in class. We just have 15 girls. Like really, we need more women in geology. And we have one of our SDG. It talks about good health and well-being. Yes. We have the one that talks about clean water and sanitation. And that was what I said about hydrogeologists. They are the one that study the water that we have in the earth to know the one that is best fit for maybe your drinking purpose or irrigation for agriculture too. We have affordable and clean energy. So there's this particular initiative that we are doing in geology, and we call it carbon capture. So we are trying to save the earth. We are trying to reduce the effect of greenhouse emission. So that is what we are doing. We are storing carbon for future use. We have decent work, yes, it provides employment, economic growth. But the more people we have that are working, the more the economy grows. We have industry innovation. Yeah, like I said, there are new things that are evolving, even in the field of geology. We have new studies that is being done. We have emerging fields. There's a particular field that people are now exploring in geology, medical geology. We now have medical geology. So if you want to study or you want to be a geologist and you even have flair for medicine, you can combine the two together. So we have responsible consumption and production. We are trying to make it reasonable. Climate action, life below water. Life below water. The people that study the life in the water, oceanographers, life on water, and that will bring us to the end of this presentation. But before I leave, I want to tell you that the path to a successful career can be rough or smooth. Preparation is the key, and that is why we are trying to catch them young. Like I said earlier, what are your dreams? What are your aspirations? I think this now is the right time to prepare ahead. It's not when you now obtain your JAMB form, or maybe they want to give you a course in the script, like, oh, what do I even want to become? Do you understand? I think now is the time to plan ahead. And thank you very much for this opportunity.
Wow.